Hi everyone. In a video I just did recently, which you'll find at either side of this one somewhere, up there, down there, somewhere around, you're going to be looking at me talking about financial intelligence and the importance of your financial intelligence. Well, today I want to talk to you about emotional intelligence. This is your ability to control your emotional responses. Now, it doesn't mean you've got to be Vulcan and have no emotions like Mr. Spock. It means that you have to be in control of your emotions at various times. Okay? What I'm talking about is when we go out and we start looking around at various things, say you want to buy an investment property, which I hope you are looking for. If you're looking at buying an investment property, then you need to be able to have a very clear emotional control over looking at that property. Too many people run out to buy investments geared up on emotion. They're not thinking straight. They're not thinking properly about what they need to do, and what they do in the long run is buy a property that is not right for them. And that is a major issue. If you're buying property based on emotion or shares or a business or any major purchase on an emotional response, then you are going to lose out because you are letting this rule this. And that should never happen. When you're out looking at places, you need to be putting this into gear and putting this in the back seat. That way, when you're looking around, you can fully and properly assess everything that's there. If you're working on emotion, you will be blinded to the fact that the door is off the hinges, or that the yard has a huge slope on it, or that you can't do extensions or put a granny flat or something like that in the backyard to actually help you improve that property. But when you're thinking with this and you put this in the back seat, you can actually go out and assess things and look at the good and the bad to make sure that you are getting the best deal possible. Now, if you want to see emotional intelligence at work on a small scale, think about going through the shopping centre, or through the shops, I should say, through the shops when you're buying your groceries. Right in front of you, as you're buying your various goods, you're going to see chocolate bars and chewing gum and other little doodads and things that are there. That is based on an emotional response. You see it, you grab it, you take it. I want chocolate. Bang, got it. Didn't even think about it. Didn't even think that you just spent, an hour at the gym beforehand. You want chocolate. So that is an emotional, a direct, instant response, emotional response. So you've got to start putting this into gear. All right? Start stepping back and assessing things on both the good and the bad. Now, for me, what I do when I go out to assess a property, I actually have a running sheet of all the things that I'm looking for. I want it to have certain things. And when I get the opportunity, I'll try and put that up for you as well. So you can actually, you go to the web page, I'll have it up somewhere in the not too distant future. You can see the running list that I have. You may want to change it and alter it, that's fine. But if you've got a running list, you're actually taking the emotion out of it and making sure that, is it big enough to put on another house or granny flat or whatever it is you want to do? Does it have a pool? That's one of the things that I look for. If it's got a pool, I don't want the house. There's too much responsibility and legal responsibility that comes with having a pool in the backyard in a rental property nowadays. Does it have, a good electricity supply, water supply? Does it have, is there anything wrong with the house? Here's a funny one. Does it have good phone reception, mobile phone reception? We're now looking at an area where mobile phones are very important to people. In fact, there's a lot of houses now that don't even have a landline, they just have a mobile phone, which I'm recording this on right now. So these sorts of things are what I look for. It takes away that emotional response, puts my brain in gear, and gets me a better property every time. Alright, if you want more information, head over to the webpage, whichever way it is from here. Alright, terryshowell.com, and I'll see you later. Hooroo.